If the central team couldn't deliver it, that was fine. They would just fork it. When you're working with asynchronous communication tools, especially with text, it's just your expressions, intent do not always come across. I feel like I've not only seen it, but also been part of it. A lot of my career was being on the dev side. And one situation that really sticks out to me, this was a number of years ago now at Jam City. We had a dev team who was working on a new product down in Buenos Aires, which is where we have a good chunk of our company and crew down there. It was with a lead developer who I hadn't met. And I felt like we just never quite were on the same page when we were working together on Slack. And that when you're working with asynchronous communication tools, especially with text, what you say and how you say it matters a lot. It kind of became adversarial in a way that I don't think either side meant. And so we were talking about how we were going to collaborate on this feature. And they had mentioned if the central team couldn't deliver it, that was fine. They would just fork it, which then we were like, no, don't fork it. That's not how we want to do it. And eventually, a month later or something, I had gotten the chance to fly down and meet that entire team in person. The vibe of that project totally changed. And that was kind of a big wake up call for me of text isn't always the answer. And how you communicate in text is very different than how you might communicate on a call like we're doing or in person. And I think that always stuck with me. So now I'm always trying to figure out, how do I get my teams to talk to each other? How do I get them to interact? Because I think even people just meeting one or two times to just kind of be who they are, I think it makes everything else so much easier.